Yes! Yes! Finally, guys. Finally. This is Andy with Birmingham Home Partners and MrAndyBuysHouses.com. Today, finally doing the final walkthrough, picking up my last bit of my tools, materials. Unfortunately, we're supposed to close on it today, Tuesday, but the buyer's lender said, hey, Friday, so no problem. So, guys, this house was supposed to be completed in 30 days. Cosmetic, okay? We're gonna go over the numbers now. This one I flipped with one of my friends. His name is Joe. He's not here today. And it took us actually 4 months to fix this up. I mean, just wait to hear the horror stories. Everything that went wrong, could have gone wrong, went wrong in a cosmetic flip here in Birmingham, Alabama, to be more specific, the Smithfield Estates, you know. So follow me. Let's go. I'm going to show you guys and talk more about the numbers. Let's go. All right. So I'm going to share something with you guys. Oh, man, I almost found that one. So if you guys see what we did here, these shutters over here, you know, to save some money because we were on a little budget. You know, I had some of the friends, girlfriend, my little nephew help us assemble them. Went to Home Depot. I mean, it was a nightmare staining them. That was my first time staining something. Man, that cost a few $100, you know, to do that. And then we had to come over here. I didn't have a ladder. So that's one of the starting points that I can share with you that was a pain in the butt. You see these right here? Some of them didn't even screw in. Anyways, come on, follow me. Let's go. All right, so this house right here, it's a 1960s house. You know, first time I'm flipping a house here in the Birmingham, Alabama area. And it was just nothing but a pain in the butt, okay? Mind you, we had to refinish the floors. We had to obviously repaint. The painting sucked because the painting really took about 3 or 4 coats to get. You know, I bought paint from one store, didn't work out. I had to get it paint from a different brand. And you know, the vision here was in and out, cosmetic, paint, take out the carpet. We found hardwood floors, so that was a good thing. And any case, guys, let's go over the numbers real quick, okay? Remember, this is raw and uncut. I'm not gonna hold anything back, all right? The numbers were, we bought it at $60,000. Our initial budget was $28,000 with a $2,000 contingency, so we were all in at $30,000 for the budget. Well, that was the initial budget. We actually ended up going over almost $15,000 over due to the back and forth between here and Atlanta. So time, we got screwed by a few contractors. Man, I had to get down and dirty in this project. And you know, I don't really be flipping houses like you know, like that. You know, I wholesale deals, partner up with other people, but I had to get down and dirty in this house. What was some of the things that really messed me up? Mistake that I did, thinking that we were gonna get the cabinets in on time and that the painting was gonna be done immediately. I went ahead and ordered the flooring to get resanded and finished and stained. Well, the cabinets took 3 weeks after that to even get here, and the painting was just a mess, and the floors ended up getting a little bit messed up. So a tip from here, guys, come on, follow me. A tip that I can share with y'all is do not do the floors until the last bit, the last step, okay? That was one of my mess ups. Shoot, electrical, what do I even explain? This house has silver aluminum wiring, and so it was very difficult for the electrician that I had hired, who had no idea what the hell was. That was a big red flag, and he was like, oh, well, you know, whoa. Mind you, this guy, since I live in Atlanta, and one of the first contractors bailed out on me and just never responded back. I said, yo, what? I had to take matters into my own hands. So not only did I have to demo this house, and I'll show you guys what we, come on, follow me. Well, we're in this kitchen, and it looks beautiful, right? The kitchen looks beautiful. This was a mess. This was crazy. We had to change the cabinets. These cabinets cost us about $4,000, shaker cabinets. You know, got the granite and the backsplash. This was about $2,000, $1,000, give or take, guys. I'm just giving you some quick breakdowns of what this costs. I actually got the appliances, minus the refrigerator, at a discount store, so thank God for that. And you know, when I get here, there was a lot of rotted subflooring. So there went a lot of money, extra money that we weren't accounting for. The roof, or this sheetrock over here, all this, the roof ceiling, was pretty much rotted out, you know? And we come to realize that the roof didn't have really good ventilation, so all the humidity was coming and you can feel the heat. So it's normal for these houses, 1950s, 1960s, but man, did I sweat putting, you know, a lot of sweat equity in this, even though I had people helping me out, and so it was wild. But, you know, another thing that I can share with you guys, let me see. So, electrical guy got me for about $500-600. I got somebody else recommended me a handyman that can help me out with some of the staircases and all that. The little trim work, shitty job, it was crazy. I overspent another few $100 there. Man, what else? Just crazy stuff. On a good note, you know, the time frame, this should have been 30 days, guys, and it took 4 months. And then not to mention the initial exit, right? So we bought this house not to fix and flip. We bought it because we were gonna keep it and do the burn method. Back before the interest rate skyrocketed and the market tanked, we were like looking at a 4% on investment cash out refi. Well, long and behold, when the time came, we were right at the 8 or 9% on investment property and totally messed up our numbers when it came to holding it. And what we would get for rent in this area, the mortgage was like right there and it just made no sense. So we had to take an executive decision and sell this puppy. Finally got it sold. We were having just November, December, January. I was like, urgh. We got holding costs. You know, even though we bought it cash, we went ahead and cash out refi future loans so we can, you know, pay back our initial $60,000. And it was just so much money we dished out with closing, double closing costs and interest and all that stuff. But anyhow, come on through. I'm gonna show you guys something that was really annoying for me. Come on. The bedrooms, I mean, nothing crazy about it, right? The bedrooms, real quick, let me show you something real quick. They had rugs. So when we bought the house, we didn't realize that there was wood floors in the bottom until we actually went ahead and peeled off or started to peel out the rug, and we saw there was wood floors. So we're like, yo, home run, home run. But it was a pain in the ass. Once we removed the carpet, they had stapled the padding, so many little staples that, you know, at this point, because the contractor couldn't come in, couldn't come in or start the demo until 3 weeks after we closed. I'm like, dude, I have no time to waste, no time. Can't tell my partner Joe, yo, our contractor just decided to jet out and not. So guess what I had to do? To come over here, get on my knees, and pick one of those clips one by one with pliers. Tell me that's not freaking annoying. Luckily, my girlfriend helped me out, so man, she's a blessing in my heart. So, wow, there was a lot of sweat equity here. A lot of sweat equity. Obviously, we painted over this. We had to do like 4 or 5 coats. 3 to 4 coats, I'm sorry. And the painting, the budget for the painting just went to the roof. We probably must have paid like, I think it was $5 grand or $6 grand to paint this 1,000 square foot home. We got raped on that one. It was crazy, crazy. Obviously, another surprise. So within that $30,000 budget, we didn't realize that all of a sudden, in 1960s homes don't come with the smoke detectors. And so we had to add that. We had to add some GFIs. It was just so many unexpected things happened with this house. The doors, my God, let me share with you. So these doors, if you can see, let me show you guys, come here. Let me show you, you see this little mini stain right here? I don't know if you guys can see it, that's fine. So these doors, when we replaced them, we bought new doors, but they didn't fit the actual frame, despite it looks like back before, when we bought the house or when the house was sold previously, they were already cut. So we had to cut these. So that was an extra labor expense that we got charged, right? Crazy, crazy. One error that I did, I bought the black handles. These black handles, while they look nice and I thought I was gonna save some money, I bought them on Amazon online. Worst mistake. These, I should have read the reviews before. They suck. But hey, at this point, we're good, right? This house, looking at 140, we got off at 146,000, better than I expected actually. So once it sells on Friday, we will be setting the comp in this neighborhood, which I'm happy about, but it was just a nightmare, dude. I mean, with this renovation, you know, my relationship suffered a lot. Family, especially with my girlfriend. I mean, most of the time I had to come out here and put out the fires out here. drive. I mean, I wish I could have spent the night, but I had to come back and forth, and it's a 2.5 hour drive going and coming. And a lot of times I had to cancel. So guys, if you're looking to flip houses, it comes with a lot of surprises. And in my last episode, actually, I did it with East West Flips. They were talking about how it affected them emotionally, relationship-wise, spiritually. Sometimes you just want to throw in the towel. And I felt, I would cry and tears out of my eyes in this flip because my specialty is not necessarily being the handyman. Mine is doing the connection and getting the deals. And I was crying and tearing, and I would just like really want to hit something because of how frustrated I was. And so, you know, I don't want to discourage you from flipping, but this shit's for real. You know what I mean? You got to really have thick skin for this, and you got to be ready to lose money. So, you know, here we lost money in the sense of opportunity cost. Come on, let me show you something. Other things, so one cool thing, I mean, we didn't really have to do much here. Windows are still the same, no problem. I mean, the rooms, while it looks so simple, all this had these big oversized dressers, which we had to demo. It took me exactly two big dumpsters to come over here and clean out, and that cost went up really fast because I was only counting on one little one. And this ended up being two big ones. We spent about $1,000. Then I'm just glad this flip is done. Come on guys, let's go. The bathroom, I think the bathroom came out, what else? What we ended up doing here to save a little bit of money, just because of all the unexpected, so we ended up putting the LVP on top of tile. So this right here, put it on top of tile. All we did here was, because of the budget, we didn't even have to bother, we didn't even change this. We just cleaned up the doors and added new hardware. And obviously the theme around this, right? The theme was all black. So I thought, hey, let's bring some Atlanta vibes over here, some farm look into Birmingham, Alabama. And while we're setting the comp, and I'm thankful that I was able to visualize these things, guys. So quick tip I can share with you is, especially in today's market, that, you know, there's a lot more houses out right now for sale, just because of where we are in the market. If you're gonna be doing a fix and flip, not only do you want to make sure you buy right, and you know, like I always say, you make your money when you buy, not when you sell, right? You collect your profits when you sell. So luckily we bought this property right, but if not, we would have been stuck, you know? But we did set the comp, and God willing, we close, like I said, on Friday, just in a couple days from now. Once we get the signed documents, we will officially set the comp. And you know, I want to say that I tried my best not to cut any corners, right? I always tell you guys, do not cut any corners, because it will come back and haunt you, you know? Come on, let's see what else we got going on. So another thing, here on the stairs, the contractor, let me show you guys. So these right here, I want you to see this right here. You see this right here? These things right here, these are for the steps to prevent. The contractor that, or handyman that was referred to me, just did a half-ass stupid job. Man, I'm mad about that. Now I gotta pay for this. At closing, I gave them a credit in order for them to refix this, because I'm just, quite frankly, finished with this house, you know? But we spent a lot of money, just a lot of stupid money on stupid time. It's crazy. Anyways, come on guys, let's go. Let me show you something over here. The most tedious thing that I ended up doing, okay, was these guys over here, okay? These panels right here. All of these were rotted, all of these were bad, they were coming out. So I ended up going to Home Depot to get these panels. First time I ever put these on, I thought it was gonna be easy. Just put, you know, the 48 by 24, put them on. Yeah, right. So again, another unforeseen thing. It took me 2 days worth of time in order to put each one of these and complete. Come on, let me show you. So all up here, let's take on. And these guys right here. Why did it take me so long to do that? Not because I didn't know how to do it, because I really didn't. I Googled it, I YouTubed it, and I said, well, there's no science to this. But whoever installed this type of system, which hangs from the joists, installed it incorrectly. And it was never 48 inches by 24. Some had 46 inches by 23, some were 24 by 48. So each one individually I had to lay out, and if it didn't fit, figure it out, cut it until it fit. It was just such a waste of time. But one thing I'm gonna share with you guys, okay, is you never want to stop. You literally never wanna, don't tarnish your name, right? Finish the project at whatever cost it takes. Don't give up, keep rolling, you know, even though I feel like giving up. You know, this is raw and uncut. I was tearing here. Came out, I think one of the 2 days that I came out doing this thing was like at 3 a.m. from Birmingham to jet out to Atlanta at 3 a.m. here, 4 a.m. there, because this is 1 hour before. Crazy. I don't even know how much this costs. Probably, I mean, within time and everything, a few $100. Crazy as hell. So, as we come over here, you know, what's another thing that really took me out, right? The AC. I'm here working, and all of a sudden the AC stops working. I'm like, oh shit. Now what? Now we gotta replace the AC? So I call a guy that I got recommended. I say, hey man, can you come check out my AC? Sure, it's gonna be $500 if we got it, you know, $75 to go out, and if we need Freon or whatever, cool. It ended up being a couple hundred, you know, $500-600, but we finally got the AC, you know, and I got working. But dude, you do not want to work in a house without AC. I respect those that do, you know, and I'm just so attention to detail that sometimes I gotta get out of my own ass, because not everything's gonna be perfect, and I want it to be perfect, right? Because that's how I want things. But you know, enough ranting. Come on guys, let me show you one last thing. So, you know, another thing, I'm at Home Depot. So that's one thing I do not miss at all from flipping, you know, especially this house in another state, 2.5 hours away. As I'm on Home Depot and the plumber is here, he's fixing some things in the bathroom, turns on the water. He says, hey man, we got a leak. I said, what do you mean we got a leak? Yo, the leak was from up here. Let me show you guys real quick. Way up here, one of the pipes over here. Anyhow, finally got to show you, there's a big mess, big puddle, water raining on everywhere. It just sucked. Guys, it just sucked. It just sucked. Not sure what's going on with the camera and this, but hey, it just sucked. But I'm glad we came to the finish line. You know, I trust in God, I believe in God, and you know, and I did have a bunch of good people around me that did bail me out with just a quick phone call. That's another thing I can tell you. Okay, that's another thing I can tell you guys. Make sure you are thankful for your relationships and friendships you have with other people that are in the business, because you will get bailed out. You just no way that you're gonna know everything. No way, you know. And you know, from man, the deck, shit. Oh, another mistake I did, which is the dumbest rookie mistake at the beginning. I hired, or at least I arranged for the electrician and the people for the deck to be here the same day, because I'm like, well, if I kill 2 birds with 1 stone, I don't have to come back a second day in a row. Well, that didn't work out fine, because the electrician guy was mad at me because he needed to cut power while the carpenters needed the power in order to finish the deck. And they're like, well, Andy, you didn't tell me this. So I was so stressed on that, but finally overcame that. That was super wild, you know. But look, in renovations like this, come on, let's go this way. We're about to finish. Let's go on. That's another thing, the garage door. We had to fix that because it bounces back and forth, and man, it's just unexpected stuff when you're flipping houses, you know? Very rewarding, but unexpected stuff. But as we come to a conclusion, okay? As we come to a conclusion, guys, you know, I am looking for more houses. Hey, I'm not perfect. I hope that these videos that I'm doing for y'all really show you what the real truth is. This is not HGTV. I say it in every episode, right? There is a lot of time that's gonna be wasted. There is gonna be money that's wasted. I've interviewed flippers that have lost money in the flip, and I've interviewed many that have made a lot of money in the flip, or some that broken even. Hey, it's life. It is what it is. And all I can say is keep following. If you're enjoying this type of content, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. I love y'all. God bless, and see you on the next episode. See ya.